Hi, welcome to another installment of the Music Experience podcast. Somehow, 2025 has been strenuously trying to demonstrate from the beginning that bands with established reputations, but who seemed to have been sleeping so far, are still relevant on the scene. May I say this? I wish them luck. However, experience with this kind of comeback shows that the bands that succeeded at comeback are a perilous lot. Franz Ferdinand, a worldwide phenomenon, a band that combined the swing rhythms of the 1960s with heavy riffs and created a modern version of Broadway in the 20th century. Between 2004 and 2009, it became at one point a group that could be suspected of popping out of the refrigerator. Multi-million-dollar concerts, full houses, they are at the peak. However, the formula is running out of steam, and with 2013 they fell into the lethargy. FFS passed without an echo was noticed only by the most ardent fans, similarly always ascending, which in turn mild the band's style for the shredder. They disappeared from the scene, defeated. 7 years pass, January 2025 arrives and the Human Fear is on the shelves. Cover itself, referring to Dora Mare's Seven Twists, catches the eye and definitely refers to classic covers such as You Could Have It So Much Better. It must be said that the essence of the band has been included here and it leaves an indistinguishable impression. Audacious comes on the speaker and there is also no doubt what kind of band we are dealing with. Caprano's vocals open the dream pop door, nostalgia smashes the door like in The Shining. However, when the next verses ring out, an insufficiency begins to appear. The energy that characterizes classics like Take Me Out or Tell Her Tonight is missing. The last bar sounds out and we remember nothing from the track, and that's how 90% of the album could be summed up. Franz decided to go in the more balladic, quiet direction here, where the main fiddle is to be played with by the vocalist, not by the instrumentation. And while on the one hand one can accept that this is an interesting change of concept, where so far the greatest triumphs have been their rock and hard rock compositions, unfortunately there is far too little going on the songs to catch the attention for more than one listen. Such, the Doctor even begs for the use of an overdrive, which would have given a much more intense dimension to the stanzas. The synth-based chorus itself also has somewhat forced sound. Hooked relies mostly on an electric sound that seems pulled from Daft Punk's catalog, and unfortunately again suffers from a lack of a good hook. And that's the way to judge most of the album. I would use the hacked term when you don't know what's going on, and so on. Worst of all, songs like Build It Up and Night or Day carry a lot of that classic energy and sound that was so appealing in the early days of the band's career. So it can't be said that they have undertaken a complete revolt of musical beliefs here and cut themselves off from the past. It sounds more like a lack of concept, a lack of courage to try to record anew tonight, an attempt to understand and fit in with a new fanbase that is currently focused toward post-rock or dream pop groups like It'll Kane. However, following trends rarely works out well. Unfortunately, this is another release to this year to forget. And while it can't be said to have passed without an echo, the main part of its popularity was the surprise after 7 years, not the sheer quality of the material delivered. Even the biggest fans will be disgusted. Thanks for today and welcome to the future episodes of the Music Experience podcast.